Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games, and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
To Blumbo's Post 1975 and welcome to another Fat Friday video. It's currently Thursday. A series of videos where I take a look at some of the more interesting things you can find to eat in the high street. I trust you all had an absolutely dying... I'm going on a tangent immediately and I can still get Pavlov's dogs. I trust you all have an absolutely fantastic Christmas. I cannot tell you how much Back to the Future stuff that I got. It was ridiculous, but that is a good thing, and there were worse things to complain about than having too much Back to the Future stuff. Apologies about the noise of the boiler and the boiler clock. Oh wait, I don't care. First world problems. It's toasty as tits in it, a little too warm for me, but what are you going to do? I'll tell you how hot it is outside when we get to the weather. Anyway, what do I have to eat this week? Well, basically, I was in Tesco's earlier on today, and I just thought, I was in there by accident because my car, until today, has been in Tesco's since the 23rd of December because it got a puncture, and on the 23rd of December, I guess no one was, or everyone was shutting early and they thought making the most of Christmas being on the weekend and shit like that, Christmas Eve and stuff like that, and yeah, so I couldn't do anything about it, which was great for my anxiety as well. You could imagine leaving my car 25 miles from my house. But Tesco's were really good, actually. Unlike every other supermarket, which is a ball ache if you have a flat tyre in their car park, such as Asda in Tesco's, looking at you, who just assume that, no, get rid of it. I'm sorry, we can only give you 3 hours. They're like, yeah, no, we understand these things. And then you give them your registration, they key it in, and they make it exempt from parking tickets for 7 days. Utterly fantastic. So anyway, long story short, got it fixed today, which is a massive relief because obviously I need it for work when I go back on Tuesdays. But I thought, I'm in a good mood. I'll have a little gander in Tesco's, and I'm very glad I did because I came across these bad boys. Tesco's hot and spicy Zig Zag fries, very hot. Deep cut crinkle fries with hot and spicy seasoning. Tesco's quality of seal. So yeah, look at these bad boys. Look at these bad boys. The wrapper suggests as well, read, that, we got Iceland to thank for all this shit, that it could be quite tasty and delicious and a little bit pokey. There are no chili ratings of such on the bag, but you can see from the artist's impression, if you will, that there is seasoning on the outside. Apparently, they cook in only 20 minutes, and you cooking instructions, if we're more specific, is 18 to 20 minutes at 220 degrees Celsius, for we care not for the Fahrenheit, non-fan, or 200 degrees Celsius, for Robert cares not for the Fahrenheit. Robert says hello, or gas mark 7, yeah, 18 to 22 minutes. Now, I would tell you what's in them, but it's white text on a red background, which basically I can't fucking read. I'm staring at it and I can see that on the second line. I can see chili flakes, I can see paprika, chili paste, garlic, chili by itself, and I want to say I can see jalapeno, but then I can't guarantee any of these things because why would you put white on red? And also, I've got the world's shittest eco bulbs, as you know. I found some good fucking bulbs that you can actually read stuff in your house once it gets past 4 o'clock in the winter. Who knew such a luxury existed? But these fuckers aren't bayonet fitting, and pretty much everything else I found in the high street was bayonet fitting. So they're currently upstairs in my game room, which at least means I can see shit in there. Maybe I should take this upstairs and read it. Maybe I should get a white stick. So yeah, I was all over these because you don't see hot and spicy fries very, very often. I don't know how much they were, because I didn't even get a receipt to be fair, but they're Tesco's own, what are they? They are 750 grams. I'm going to guess that they're around about the £2.50 mark, maybe up to £3. I wouldn't have thought they were any more over £3. But why these won me over is quite simply because, like I said, you don't see hot and spicy fries very often. I've had them 2 times on this channel. I have had scarily spicy fries, which are in the scarily spicy hot, but they weren't Carolina Reaper season, range from Iceland, and that probably was 2 to 3 years ago. I'm dying here. And they were pretty hot and they were pretty banging. In fact, they were fantastic. You should bring those back, Iceland. I really, really, really like those. And they were pretty hot. And then, before that, I think, and you can still buy these, who is it? McCain's. McCain's firecracker wedges. They still make them. They're not quite as hot as the scarily spicy ones, but they are pretty hot as well. And you can still buy them, and I do buy them from time to time. So since I saw this and I thought, hell yes, a new type of hot and spicy fry. Lose points for that, Tesco's. We're fucking British. You should be calling them chips. But yeah, I'm all over these bad boys. Anyhow, I forgot to mention that a few weeks ago, maybe a month and a half ago, I got some very, very interesting crisps from Crisp Corner, even though Crisp Corner is not really a thing I do at work anymore, but I still like weird, foreign, hot crisps. I still consume them, just in the comfort of my own home. Anyway, so my friend is Romanian. She obviously lives here now, but she was going back to Romania for 2 weeks to see her dad. And I said, oh, come on, can you find me some hot and spicy crisps or any crisps that are completely different from the United Kingdom? And she did. Also, where is it? Oh yeah, look at the banging sparkling tea street fast shit I got. You'll know that if you follow me on Facebook. Bolognese sauce already made in a jar. I'm like, why don't they do this shit here? I don't mean bolognese sauce, I mean the meat's in it. The meat's in it. Or maybe someone does. I've never seen it on my travels, but I'm still dying here. I digress. Oh yeah, and I got this weird fucking Dr. Pepper cream and soda knocking around. I don't generally drink Dr. Pepper because it tastes like carbonated cough syrup. Anyway, she brought me back these. Chio Extra Intense Hot Chili Chips. Oh yes. Never seen them before, obviously. And then Chio Marat C und. I understand that my Romanian doesn't exist, but so they might just be on the interesting spectrum. And obviously Lay's, because they've made it everywhere. Lay's Wavy Hot Piri Piri Picant. And finally, she brought me hot and spicy chips Latin. That rolls off the tongue. Hopefully so will the crisps by Lorenz. Kind of got a little Pringles thing going on there. So, I don't know, let me know. I might just do all of these in their own video. But do I have something new for Eddie's Bar? I have 2 things new for Eddie's Bar that I actually bought before Christmas. And excuse me, I've got pre-video Windy Pops. Welcome to Eddie's Bar. Yeah, I was in St. Nicholas Market. Apparently I've got a light on this thing. Who knew? I was in St. Nicholas's Market before Christmas. Now remember that one corner of the market is nothing but chili sauces. It's absolutely fantastic and it's absolutely phenomenal. And I found this. Da Bomb Beyond Insanity. So you'll probably know this from... Oh, why do I always have a fucking brain fart in this section? You know, the hot wings thing on YouTube where they interview people, famous people, and they go through various stages of hot sauce on wings. And then, you know, obviously they step up and up and up and up. And this one has a Scoville rating that really isn't nuclear compared to some others, but always trips people up. So I have not tried it yet. Maybe I'll do that in a video. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll get a white stick. I don't know. But I'm very much looking forward to it just because it's one of the more interesting ones on that show. I also got this. Heinz 57. Are there exactly 57 varieties, Heinz? Are there? Because if not, I feel that's a lie. Heinz Firecracker. Now, this was a British sauce. This massive one, because I didn't check the size of the bottle on Amazon before I bought it, which I think set me back maybe a tenner. Apparently, it's been around in this country for a while, but it's now been discontinued. Well, I never even knew it was a thing. So, I tried it, and I can confirm it's non-nuclear. It's probably not even as hot as the Heinz chili sauce. Not the chili ketchup, but the chili sauce that came in a ketchup bottle and it looked like ketchup that you used to get from B&M that they don't make anymore. So, yeah. But it's pretty good, and it tastes utterly fantastic. So, as you know, I'm not just about the heat. I'm about eating shit that tastes nice and is hot. Is that a chili rating? No, it's 57 on the front. Anyway, interesting things that have happened this week. Well, I actually watched terrestrial TV this Christmas because it's the only time I watch Christmas, and it reminds me of being a kid where, you know, you go through the TV guide, you circle shit out, and you look it up. Now, obviously, I wasn't going to watch Doctor Who because Doctor Who is fucking dead to me, and judging by its viewing figures, it's dead to most other people as well, because when Russell T Davies came back and brought back Tennant, instead of fixing all the shit in the canon-breaking crap, you know, and woke shit and intersectional feminism and all that fucking rubbish that Chibnall did with Jodie Whittaker, because that's his make, he dumbed down on it and then introduced it into the Tennant era, which was just fucking pathetic. So I watched one of the 60th anniversary specials and not watch any of the others, and I will not be watching it going forward. Doctor Who does not exist to me after Peter Capaldi. However, there was an Agatha Christie adaptation this Christmas called Murder is Easy. Now, it's on BBC, so we all know how this is going to play out and obviously why I'm talking about it. But basically, right, believe it or not, I like a good murder mystery. I like Agatha Christie. I like shit like that. So instead of doing a faithful adaptation of the source material, what they did was give us one big fucking long shove British colonisation down everyone's fucking throats and tell us how we should all be deeply ashamed of ourselves and apologise for this shit for the rest of our fucking lives. Here's the thing, BBC, right? I, like most other people, understand that shit happened in history. But what you do is, you learn by it, right? And then you move on. That's how progression is made. And by progression, I don't mean the shit that you interject into all your fucking TV shows. I mean true progression, from moving from a bad period to something's better because you've learned from it. What you don't do is tell everyone that they should be apologetic and feel bad about this shit, even though they weren't born at the time, for the rest of their fucking lives, and never let it go. Oh, it makes my piss boil. Why does the BBC hate Britain so fucking much? I mean, you've got fucking British in your title, but all you do with your TV shows now is just fucking remind us how fucking horrible we were during the Empire days, and that we should all be fucking ashamed of it and apologise for it for the rest of our fucking lives, even though we had nothing to do with it. You just, oh, it makes my piss boil, and they couldn't even leave this shit out on Christmas Day. But then fuck you, BBC, I don't pay for a licence fee. Anyhow, oh, hello, there they are. Let's get back to these bad boys. Alrighty then, so gonna need me some scissors. I haven't preheated the air fryer because I don't preheat it anymore. I find it completely, utterly unnecessary. If you, however, preheat your air fryer and generally find that it makes a difference, don't care. Right, let's get these bad boys open. So, first things first, do they have a bit of a whiff? Yes and no. They have a whiff. It's definitely sort of not hot and spicy, chili-esque if you will, but it's also not something that I generally associate with chips when you smell them, because unless it's something like salt and vinegar chips, all chips, even though they are just potato and have light seasoning like, or smell like chips. These don't. There's a very, very light seasoning on them. You can see some sort of chili-esque thing going on. They're crinkle. Not a massive fan of crinkle. Not sure why. Went mental for them when I was a kid, then as an adult I realised they make fuck all difference to the flavour. Or maybe they don't, because all the crisp manufacturers for years have been telling us how Ridge crisps trap in the flavour. Really? Okay. Yeah, they got a very sort of non-traditional chip smell going on. This is a snack. This is not my genuine lunch, because my genuine lunch is over here in the slow cooker right now. It's been there since last night, and it's a massive potato and chicken stew. And do you know what the best thing to do when you make a potato and chicken stew? Hey, right, is put a can of Heinz chicken soup in there as well. Seriously, it makes such a difference. Saw it on the TV, done it ever since. Utterly fantastic. Has fuck all to do with what I'm going to eat right now though, doesn't it? Right, so 20 minutes, 200 degrees Celsius for, as I've already told you, myself and Robert do not care for the Fahrenheit. And do you know what, the more I put in there, the more seasoned that they look. So I'm going to do them for like 10 minutes. I say 10 minutes aside, I'm going to do them for 10 minutes. I'm going to come back and I'm going to shake the tits out of them like that, and then put it back in for another 10 minutes. Do you know what? If you've ever been to the World Food section of a supermarket and you've bought the, is it Co-Fresh? Indian crisps that are baked, not fried. That are hot but not nuclear, but they got that kind of smell going on actually. So maybe just doing this so I don't touch my eye or worse things. Oh, look, I learned from my mistakes and shit. Isn't that what you wanted, BBC? Right. Yeah. So let's bang these in. 10 minutes. 200 degrees Celsius. It is currently 1:45 in the afternoon, which means I'm going to go and watch great European railway journeys. So I'm still going to set it on my phone for 10 minutes, and then I've got the added pleasure of trying to get out of this room and into the next room without being viciously attacked by a dog who's decided that all she wants to do now is just chew holes in all of my trousers. Anyhow, clock. I don't know why I always show you this, but fuck it, why change? There you go. So yeah, 10 minutes and then we'll be back and we'll flip these bad boys, and hopefully there's a bit of aroma going on in here, because that's obviously your first givings to stuff being hot and spicy. I don't expect them to be as hot as McCain's firecracker wedges. I definitely don't expect them to be as hot, I'm trying to hear, as, I thought it was open, that's my OCD, the scarily spicy chips in, you know, ice still trades, but fingers crossed, see you in a bit. Coming up to 10 minutes, and there is a very, very nice smell in the room. It doesn't just smell of regular, straightforward chips. There's an additional ingredient. Would I say it smells hot and pokey? Don't know, but I'm fucking drowning. No, not necessarily such, but it definitely smells interesting. So let's have a look at these bad boys and give them a bit of a shake. There's that light again. Right, have a look at them bad boys. Yeah, there's a seasoning on them. Does it look like the bag? I don't know if I would say it does, but meh, modern supermarkets and shit. To be fair, that's the best I can do, isn't it? So we're banging you back on for another 10 minutes. Where's that? That's you there. Which brings me, start you fucker, brings me up to 5 minutes past 2, which is pretty good because I'm fucking starving. So we're coming up to 15 minutes. I'm not going to do them for 20 minutes because if you remember, it said on the bag, I'm dying here. No, it didn't say that. It said 18 to 20 minutes fan assisted in that bad boy, but that bad boy is a lot more confined, and I make this mistake a lot. So yeah, we're on 15 minutes now. So I don't want to overdo them because I don't want to nuke any of the seasoning on the outside of the, excuse me, windy pops on the fries. So, bosh, bang. Not sure what's going on with that one, but yeah. So I'm going to bring you over so you can see what they look like while I plate them up. But the smell in there again is, I can't put my finger on it. I have smelled it somewhere before, but it's not necessarily something I associate with heat, but also doesn't just smell like I'm baking regular fries or chips, because I'm fucking normal, in the oven. Anyway, let's plate these bad boys up. Of course, when I say plate them up, I mean this. They are nice and crispy. Oh, all over, because I layered them on top of each other. Can you hear me drowning my own salivation? And normally, that means that some of them go soft and not all of them go hard. And as you know, when it comes to fries, or Zig Zag fries, sorry, I just like doing quotation fingers, that's not really something you want. So yeah, this is just a light snack. I might, after I've tried a few, after this video, after I've, you know, tried to work out whether or not they are hot and spicy, have them in a chip butty. Anyhow, excuse me a moment, for I cannot not wash this. My OCD will not allow it. Righty, so there we go. Gonna need one of these. I'm not going to put any of the stuff from Eddie's Bar on it because I could use that to enhance them once I really understand how subtle the hot and spicy seasoning is. fire extinguisher of choice, because I was at Tesco's and I forgot how banging it was. It's still not as good as Asda's knockoff supermarket diet lemonade, but it's certainly better than our White's lemonade, even though I have a brand new case of that in the front porch, sorry. I use it as my winter fridge, if you will, for work next week. But yeah, Tesco's diet lemonade. Anyhow, Tesco's, hot and spicy. I notice I'm reading this off the bag as I tell you. Hot and spicy, Zig Zag fries, crinkle cut, Tesco's mate. They're crinkle cut, just call them crinkle cut. Don't try and fucking, oversell shit. Fiery and hot. Right, they do have a really, really nice texture actually. They're crispy all the way around. So yeah. But 2 tears in a bucket. Why am I fucking kidding? 2 tears in a bucket? Fuck it. Crispy as you like on the outside. Ooh, hello. Crispy as you like on the outside. Fluffy on the inside. Let's be honest, that's everything I cook in my air fryer, chip wise. The end of my tongue has a little bit of a tingle going on, as does the roof of my mouth. And I like to tickle at the back of my throat. Nothing too hot, nothing nuclear, nothing to worry about yet, but I can imagine these might be a builder, but they're very nice. They taste chilly. Oh, hello, it's getting warmer. Are they as hot as the scarily spicy fry? Definitely warming up. Off one, that was. They're not as hot as the firecracker or the scarily spicy Iceland fries yet, but I've had one. But they have a nice taste of chili on the outside. And a little bit of paprika, which to be fair, you would expect. And the texture's amazing. I like these. I like it a lot. Points for the quote. All the way up the tongue now. They're warming up. They're not overbearing. I can feel it on the back of my lips. I can feel it on my tongue. They have a very nice chili taste to them. The texture is utterly fantastic. Sorry, I'm not sounding like a fucking knob for no reason now. A little bit of warmth on my chest, but I like these. Yeah, they're a slow burner actually. They seem to have plateaued out and they're not getting any warmer, but there's a tickle down the back of my throat. My tongue is tingling on the front, the back of my lips are gone. We're not into the dizzying highs of curry and shit like that, but for a chip, that's pretty banging. And my God, they are Moorish. Well played, Tesco's. Well played. Excuse me, palate cleanse. That's just because they're very salty, which I'm fine with. Excuse me, Winnie Pops. Yeah, these are brilliant. 2 fried eggs, some baked beans, chili baked beans. Yeah, these are nice. They're not firecracker wedge hot. They are certainly. They might be in the same ballpark. They're certainly not scarily spicy fries hot. I think they were Zig Zag also, but there is warmth to these. But it seems to hit height and doesn't progress. But there is also flavour and they have a wonderful, wonderful texture. Excuse me, manners. So, Tesco hot and spicy Zig Zag fries with a firing hot crispy coating. Tongue's going actually. They're banging. They're absolutely banging. Want to say no more than £3 a bag, but yeah, texture amazing. Inside fluffy as you like. A nice chili paprika taste on the outside. Not overbearing, not overpowering, but definitely if you like hot stuff, there is a level of warmth in them that, well, you don't get from fries anyway, period. But yeah, certainly like you like your seasoned, excuse me, Winnie Pops, wedges and shit like that. Don't touch that. Don't touch like that. I hope these aren't a limited edition thing. I hope these stick around because these are going to be welcome at my dinner plate. Anyways, always I'd love to know what you think, especially if you've tried them. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.